Welcome to the desert of the real.
I have a suggestion on how to make these angry white men happy, right?
Right.
Out of the 100% of the employment force, what percentage do they make up?
The majority.
Like out of the 100, what do they make up out of the workforce?
Well, I do know the white males control the vast majority of all CEOs are mostly white males. The vast majority of managerial positions in America, throughout America, are white males. The vast majority of public office holders are white males. The vast majority, this is the most important thing I'm going to say, the vast majority, almost like to 99% of all people that are part of corporate America or public sector procurement department, those are the people that when you have an institution or industry that are responsible for purchasing things, those are the people that control the flow of money in America, the procurement thing. Or the people that give the final word on financing or where money flows through loans and everything, 99% of those are white men. And then don't tell me they're sitting around talking about, oh, we're all the same and everything. People think there's just some white men up there and they're sitting up there being partial and they're not thinking about race. There's not a white man.
The reason why I asked you that, and there's a reason. Now, how much of a percentage do black folks make up in the workforce? Just a rough percentage. 10%? 5%?
Yeah, about 5 to 10% at the most.
Okay. So to make them happy, why not have white men make up 100% of the workforce and we don't have no jobs?
Right.
How about that?
Brother, now, I didn't want to go there. I did not want to go there with that, right? But I'm saying to myself like this. It seems to me that some white men are not going to be happy. Negroes need to understand this too. And so white men say, okay, to make white people happy, let's just get rid of all black admissions to higher institutions. Let's get rid of all black admissions to jobs. Let's get rid of all black people home loans to all black people so they can't buy homes at all. I think that's the only thing that's going to make them happy. So now that we've established that that's what it would take to make them happy, let's just give them all the jobs, give them everything. That way we don't have to make up no percentage and they can be happy. Now here's the kicker, to show you how hypocritical they are. These same people would fight us having our own nation. Right. So not only don't you want us to be a part of yours, you don't want us to be a part of your nation, but then if we decide that we're going to have our own, you're going to fight against that too. That's why I don't pay attention to a goddamn thing that any of these idiots say. I don't care what they have to say about what we're doing. Brother, hold on. That's why, like I said, I like bringing them off so we can have this debate. I was reading Marcus Garvey the other night, and I was reading some more Breakfast of Marcus Garvey. It's angry that this man, Marcus, you know what J. Edgar Hoover, he got a name when he walked out Marcus Garvey. That's why he was a nobody. But they set him on Marcus Garvey. He set Marcus Garvey up. And then he had W.E.B. Du Bois. Marcus Garvey wanted to establish African-American colonies on the continent so we could start building our own shipping lanes and building our own settlements. And we would not have this problem right now in America. We would have like a good 30-40% of us would have went and built our own nation, and we would have a country to trade with. We would have our own economic infrastructure in America. You know, the ones that stayed back in America would have had something. But white America didn't want us to be part of their country. But see, you know, so this is what I'm going to do. This is, and I know you're going to make a tape for this, so I want this to be very, very clear. Okay, this is a jewel from the College Genesis, right? It's not about white people wanting you either happy or miserable. It's all about trying to keep you neutral. In other words, basically, when black people are getting up saying we want integration, J. Rubin came in and crushed that. Marcus Garvey was around and said we want an independent nation, we don't want an independent nation, we want an independent nation, right?
J. Edgar Hoover, the FBI, the white establishment crushed that. So you ask yourself, okay, they don't want to let you integrate with them. They don't want you to separate with them. What do they want? And then it gets to the point of, well, they want you neutral. Now, the problem with the thing I read about years ago was the Nation of Islam was actually favored by the FBI and J. Edgar Hoover. Why? Because they kept their followers neutral. They didn't participate in any nationhood movement, and they didn't participate in the civil rights movement. They kept their followers in line, neutral, away from white women, all the things that they wanted to, that they could never even dream of. They didn't care about black people or Asian. They were neutral. So as long as you stay neutral and don't do anything, you are fine with the political establishment. But as soon as you start talking about either leaving the United States or fully pushing for integration into America, then you become a problem.